One deck that I feel is very underplayed is a Deathrite Shaman deck, but featuring the cat. All right, welcome back. Vintage Gamers Saturday Afternoon Challenge. We're going to play a deck that I think is very, very underplayed in the current format, where there are lots of artifact combo decks. This is going to be Lurrus Deathrite Shaman. This is Bug. This is Sultai, but with the Lurrus. So obviously we're opting out of Oko Leovold, which is not a huge deal. Those cards are not that good anyways. And instead, we are focusing on 1 and 2 drops. This is the list from the Steel City event that had pretty decent placements and top aided the second day's event, the 3K. The only thing I changed here is I put 2 Virtue's Ruin in the board. I think this deck is woefully underprepared for the amount of mono white that's on Magic Online. This is a paper deck list, so we might suffer a little bit in game 1, but hopefully we'll come back in games 2 and 3 with our 2 Virtue's Ruin in the sideboard. Right now on Magic Online, the most played decks are mono white by a large amount, and then things like Jewel and Frog. It's a very odd time on Magic Online. I don't exactly know why things are going the way they are. I do think mono white has noticeably improved since the printing of Void Mirror. Not the printing of Void Mirror, but the playing of Void Mirror, I should say. Void Mirror started seeing play in May of 2025 and kind of got full coverage a few months later. In the last 2 months or so, mono white's win rate has been up like 4% or something. So clearly decks right now that are playing Void Mirror and mono white are seeing more success than normal. Yeah, this is a cool deck. I dropped the thing. This is a kind of a controlling, fair Lurrus deck. We are utilizing Wasteland to make our opponent not be able to play the game. It's a Deathrite Shaman deck. Deathrite is a banned card in Legacy, very powerful. Exile lands and instants and sorceries to do and creatures to do various effects. Combos really well with Kishla Skimmer, which we did play on stream at one point. When cards leave your graveyard during your turn, you can draw a card. Just trigger once per turn. Kishla Skimmer solves kind of an interesting problem in this deck, which was it always had hard time having green cards for Force of Vigor. So it's a little unfortunate that Force of Vigor is really bad into the current metagame. It's not particularly good against a lot of decks. So that is a little bit unfortunate. But I'm going to play 1 Force of Vigor here, even if I don't think it's particularly good right now, because like it doesn't kill the 1 ring, and it just doesn't, and there aren't really like regular workshop decks. I don't think it's actually like great against Raker, so it's like a little unfortunate that the Vigor is not as good, but I'm going to play it anyways. Because you have to balance green count, black count, blue count, all these kind of things, mana base. It's all a very hard deck building challenge, actually, to fit the Frog, Oof, Deathrite Shaman. Like, once you have Oof and Deathrite Shaman and Bowmaster, then you end up with, like, very few slots to play non-blue cards. So, we're going to try this today. Like I said, I am a little worried that this paper deck list is a little unprepared for facing 20 to 30% mono white. But we did fix some sideboard slots here. We got some Virtue's Ruin, and we have, 4 more removal spells. So hopefully that's enough. We do have a lot of counter magic, which we can use to slow down mono white. So there's some value there. I will see you in round 1. Do you want to compete for custom paintings and tons of treasure chests from the comfort of your own home? Eternal Magic content creator Echo Baron is hosting 2 MTGO Echo Eternal weekend events open to everyone. Mark your calendars for Legacy September 6th and Vintage now on September 27th, and buy your tickets for Echo Eternal weekend today. All right, here we go. Round 1 up against probable mono white. As expected, I have a cat. Yep. It's kind of an interesting one. Let's see if they have a Chancellor. It's kind of an interesting hand. No Chancellor, so I kind of like the idea of waiting and spell piercing their first mana source. No basics in our deck. I don't think I'm spell piercing that mana source. I was kind of hoping for like a Chrome Box or something. Hey, hey, hey! That's what I'm talking about. Discipline. Sometimes I'm good at this game. Oh, it's Jewel. We've swapped. Okay. This does make Tezzeret's must counters. My oofs are going to be so good if I can find my way to oof. Alright, well. I'm hoping that I don't have to force something this turn, which is probably unlikely. But, because if I can, then I can dig next turn and draw a million cards. I have enough, right? It'll be 3. Maybe I don't have enough, actually, yet. Because I drew non-fetch lands. I think I'm probably in a bad spot unless I draw... Oof, there it is. Ooh, okay, no follow-up play. I would not have even played the creature here. I don't know. Bowmaster. So I have 3 mana, 6 mana, and... Okay, so I can. So I guess I could get forced here, but... I don't know. I could take the Lotus out of my yard so that if I draw a land, I can play Bowmaster. That's okay. All right, it resolved. So I drew a Strip Mine and a blue card. So I'm going to take a blue card and I'm going to take a Wasteland. I guess I'm going to Time Walk because my opponent didn't force this, right? So didn't hit a oof, but... Oh, I don't have a land drop. I'm an idiot. Why did I think I had a land drop? Okay, so I should have kept my Lotus in my yard. Well, I guess this represents a counterspell, but... I mean, next turn I can DT for oof, so... So I can, like, strip mine a basic later? Would be the reason. This is gonna be a One Ring, I assume. I think I might let a One Ring resolve. Oh, it's a Mystic Forge. Probably counter a Mystic. I can probably let them... If it was a One Ring, I think I'd let it resolve so I could just go Demonic Collector with Force back up. But I feel like a Mystic is kind of bad for me. Maybe this is greedy. I don't know. Frog. Demonic. Oof. All right. So we got an oof in play. I have a Wasteland coming. I have a Bowmaster and a Frog. Seems like a decent spot. Maybe I played this game a little greedy. Maybe I should have played this Skimmer on turn 1, holding up Force so I can have the Dig. Because Dig just wants to hit oof to win. I mean, they could play a Metamorph, I guess. But they could have a hard cast bounce. They could have another Talon Gates. I guess another Talon Gates here wins. How many Talon Gates are they on? 1? I feel like they're on 1, right? Wasteland, Blue Land. Yeah, I mean, what am I supposed to do about it, right? Do they have more in their deck, though? I'm just going to play this now. I think it's fine. Oh, I guess this makes it so they can Bowmaster. Whatever. I don't really care. I probably should have held it. It's fine. No, because phasing only comes back on my turn, so they can just Talon Gates, phase out my oof, and then win with Vault Key. I don't think I played this game very well. I should need to probably slow down a little bit here. But if there was ever a deck that has a good matchup against Jewel, this would be it. I've got 4 main deck Collector Roofs and a pile of counter magic. I'm going to bring in Consigns. And I'm going to take out Fatal Pushes. Vigor does kill like Masticore and Wormcoil and those kind of things that can get boarded in, which is kind of nice. I don't think you want Flusterstorm. So probably just pushes become Consigns. I mean, this has got to be one of our best possible matchups, so. But yeah, maybe I played that game a little greedy. But Jewel can't really play the Magic game. I don't know. I'm such a Jewel hater. I have a hard time. I need to make sure I'm. I always have to double check to make sure I'm being reasonable when I say things about Jewel because I'm just a hater. There's just no denying it. All right, I have a cat. Yep, I have a force. I think the deck is so bad. I think Jewel is just atrocious. It's fun. It's fun. It's a good time. Workshop Go? I mean, that's fine. I don't think that's the end all be all of things. I can't imagine ever registering that deck. I go to Wasteland, right? I want to hold up days, but I feel like my opponent goes to Workshop Go. I have to Wasteland them. And by good match percentage, what do you mean? Like 50% win rate? Like 51% win rate? Like it's fine. It's just the easiest deck to hate out. It might be easier to hate out than Dredge. Because it doesn't require weird cards. It just requires you to register the card Force of Will. Yeah, I mean, I put blue-white blink into the top 8. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if people are choosing to register 30% initiative, I think it's a good meta to register Jewel. But I think if people registered good decks, then people wouldn't play Jewel. Is that an unreasonable statement? Like, if people are playing good decks, like people are playing Frog and PO, like you just can't ever register Jewel. It's just impossible. It's a terrible choice. Okay. But if people are playing decks like Mono White, then sure, register Jewel. But I also think like you can beat Mono White with good decks too. So it's definitely not the better PO deck. It's not remotely close. What are you talking about? Are you crazy? Like what evidence are you using to back that up? Like Lurrus PO is like 2 to 3% win rate higher. By good decks, do I mean force decks? Yes. Yes, I do. If you're not playing Force of Will in Vintage, you have to have a very, very good reason to. Oh God, what a draw. Love that. Wasteland Gaming. Watch them like be out of artifacts. Like I don't think there's any reasonable metric where you could say that Jewel is better than playing Lurrus PO. Three workshops. I guess that makes sense. Mana Crypt. Should I hit this Mana Crypt shot? I feel like the answer is still no. I have to hit the payoffs. Oh, it's Masticore. Well, that kind of is unfortunate. Because I can't Spell Pierce it, and I can't Daze it because I haven't played an island yet. Oh, I guess I have to force this, so. Kind of leaves me in a bad spot, doesn't it? I guess if they force back, I have Spell Pierce at least, but then I'm like really on nothing here. I just don't think I want that Treasure Cruise right now. I think I'd rather have Daze, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I agree, but I understand why you say that. Like, I don't need this Delve spell to win the game. I just need counter spells to win the game. I just need to give myself the most possible chances of getting to this next turn. Though I guess like Surveil Land Days Collector Roof is a bit of an unfortunate circumstance here. Is this a Metamorph? To make a blue source? I hate this game. I've given my opponent a blue source because their deck does not contain blue sources. I love it. I kind of love it. It's really funny to me. Oh boy. So if it's another Mastercore, I daze it. If it's a PO, I spell pierce it. If they force back here, then I just jam a oof and win, so. Does that change anything? I don't think it does. It just gives me some outs to certain things. Nothing. Is it crazy to go Wasteland off this? I don't think so. I guess this opens me up to getting like Ancestral, right? That's the downside of this line. But I feel like this turns on my days way more often for basically every other spell. Shit. Okay. Maybe I die. Maybe I just lose here. Okay. I guess maybe I should have gotten Force. How many Talon Gates you said? 1 or 2? There's 1 Talon Gates. 1 Talon Gates, 1 Talon Gates, 1 Talon Gates, 1 Talon Gates, 1 Talon Gates. Okay, it's just 1 Talon Gates. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I think if I was playing Jewel, I would be playing 4 Talon Gates. But maybe that's crazy. I feel like I'd play Talon Gates over Odawara. I'd play Talon Gates maybe over Basic Island. But 1 Talon Gates. Or maybe Days is still online. We'll see. They immediately replayed Crypt, so they're doing something. Yeah, I mean, I think people build Jewel poorly. That doesn't help. Agreed. Talon Gates is a broken magic card. This card is nuts. This card is extremely good, and if you're playing a deck that's losing to like a workshop deck that's like losing to No Rod, like you should, or just creatures like this Blinks Archon of Emeria, like this card is just nuts. If your deck can fit this card, you should probably be playing it, especially when you're these big mana decks, where the extra mana to filter isn't even that big a deal. All right, I didn't die here, but I am concerned that I made the wrong choice, and maybe I was just supposed to demonic for force. So if I hit them to 3 here, Bowmasters is always lethal, so I would rather hold Bowmaster than play Frog. Agreed? Yes, agreed. Those are big things. Hitting Dragon, Archon, filtering mana under Void Mirror. Yep, yep. I don't really think I played this game very well. I think Jewel is just a buy. Is part of the thing. Opponent kept some interesting hands. I'm not sure that they were great choices, but if they use this tomb, they died a Bowmaster. Like they can play a Metamorph to block, I guess. And I still have days up. So even if they play a Metamorph, I counter it. GG, 61 months. Thank you, Van. Oh, look at that. Hard cast sink into stupor. Oh, Master, you're dead. Pew! I also have a daze that's still online to counter this. Also daze this for fun. Wait, why am I lagging? That's the wrong land to bounce. I just wanted to bounce it for fun too. All right, cool. Gotta get my value in. Yeah, I mean, I understand Nami's reasoning. I get it. I just don't think that's a necessary. Like, obviously, if I didn't draw a Collect Roof, then I'd be, you know, floundering more. But then I would also rather still have a daze and not die. I'm worried though that I made a mistake in this game when I DT'd for Wasteland, and maybe I was just supposed to DT for Forest. That's certainly possible. Either way, it's Jewel, so we'll take R2O and go on to round 2. All right, here we go. We got Mayhem DJ across the tail. He is usually Jewel or mono white. Usually mono white, but maybe swapped it up. We'll see. I have a Cats. Am I in the play again? I've been winning a lot of die rolls. Yeah, I mean, this hand is a little awkward as I can't cash either Kishla Skimmer, but I can't imagine mulliganing it either, so. Get to hold up Spell Pierce and Bowmaster on turn 1. I guess this is classic bug mana. If it's mono white, I have to counter this. If it's Jewel, I don't really want to counter this, but I think that arrives us at a spot where I'm just countering it. And a Jet. And a Mana Vault. All right, so I guess my opponent's playing a turn 1 4-drop anyways. Yeah. Classic Jewel opener. Wow. 4 artifacts and a PO off of an island. Sure. Obviously, if I knew my opponent was 100% on Jewel, then I don't force this Mana Crypt. Though, I mean, they might have been able to play PO with the ability to pay for Spell Pierce there. That's quite the opening hand from my opponent. Can't imagine we can win this game, but... Sometimes you get vintaged. In this hand, Mana Crypt Jet Vault is certainly one of them. Needed to keep Force opener. See, like, isn't it so much better when you have a blue source and you can just cast PO? Like, you don't need to have workshops and jewels and stuff in your deck if you just have the good cards. It's not like you don't have explosive draws as the normal PO deck. So why, like, make your deck super clunky? That's it? We're passing the turn? Weird. I mean, if my opponent doesn't have a force, do they lose here? Crack Bobble force. Yeah, they have force blue card. Oh, I mean, we made them have it. Maybe I'm supposed to hold that for a Saga. It's possible. Unfortunately, they have the Sapphire, so it's not like we're actually cutting them off of blue. So it's probably not even worth it. So they can search up a top here, maybe. Honestly, if my opponent had missed on force there, that oof might have just won. Key? What does that do? They have no top in their deck? Oh. PO? Number 3? That's unfortunate. I would pick up Tezzeret here for sure. 100% to pick up Tezzeret there. Doesn't matter. Obviously, we're dead. So 3 POs in the top 18. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing as last time. I'm going to bring in consigns. And I'm going to take out pushes and run it back as favored. Obviously, we got run over in game 1, but we didn't have like a perfect hand. You have to keep hands with the ability to play against other decks, and this hand was reasonable. Just wasn't as good as our opponents. Okay. I got a cat. Okay. I got Collector Roofs and a turn 1 counter spell, so... Vigor isn't unplayable here. It's just bad against the ring. Seven card keep from the opponent. Ancient Tomb. Sapphire. I could theoretically consign Sapphire, but it feels dumb to consign mana rocks when I have oofs. Rather just hit the payoff. I guess if the payoff is PO here, I get Vigor, so Time Walk. All right, these are certainly powerful jewel openers. Sapphire openers with restricted cards. Is this a Masticore? I'm wondering. All right, well. Tropical Island. Signed to memory. And a forge. I think I'm going to Vigor this forge. It's a little aggressive, but I think it makes sense. Let's take a quick peek at what they've got left. They've got one ring. Collector Oof. Jewel Gaming. Now, I get... Oh. Second Collector Oof. I guess there's a question of, do we want a Wasteland? I think with 2 Wastelands, the answer is yes. It's so silly, man. It's just silly. It's a silly deck. It's like playing Oops All Spells. It's just silly. All right, game 3. Unfortunately, it doesn't make for very good content, but that's why we don't play it on stream as the deck of choice very often. Sadly, this hand is not remotely keepable versus Jewel. We need a turn 1 force. This is a force and 2 oofs. Keep. Yeah. Pretty sure I'm supposed to counter this because I don't have a turn 1 oof. I'm going to keep the probe over the skimmer because I want to be able to draw into more fast mana and counter spells and stuff. I mean, we might just die on this next turn here and never be able to play oof. That's why I got to win game 1. Wasteland. Okay, well, definitely going to probe now and see what they're working with to dictate. Okay, they have Metamorph, Dismember, Ring. All right, we're definitely going to Wasteland then. Maybe I can get them to dismember my Deathrite Shaman. They ripped another workshop? That's so crazy. Wow. All right, well, maybe we'll rip Black Lotus. That's nuts. Probe is dealing me mental damage here. I guess we're gonna lose. That's the only card that gets them out, right? I guess theoretically, a Black Lotus would have worked as well, but 3 workshops in a Lotus. It's like super low odds, yeah. It's okay though. Happens. We are very dead here though. Because even if we get the oof in play, we're gonna get dismembered, so they have the Ancient Tomb now as well. Why are they tutoring? Wouldn't you just untap the ring? You have Time Walk? You drew Time Walk. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we're dead. I think we made the right plays. We just lost. Yep. So they take 3, they go to 7, and they play Metamorph on the ring and they win. All right. You got it, I guess. That's crazy. Oh well. Sometimes you get high rolled. The only thing is, like, we could have played maybe game 1 differently, but I don't think it would have mattered. Our opponent's hand was so much stronger than ours, and we were never mulliganing our game 1 hand. That's just vintage. All right, welcome back. Round 3 now, up against Wade. Wade likes to play mono red, so that could be pretty interesting. I'm gonna keep my hand that has force. If I didn't know that my opponent was probably not playing mono white, I would have to counter that mana crypt there. Oh. I guess I'm getting turn 1 3-balled with force backup, so I should have countered the mana crypts. My bad, I guess. Oh, I'm not getting turn 1. What? Should I wait? What? I don't know what that means. I feel like I should just waste this waste. I'm so confused. I thought we were definitely getting 3-balled. Like, that waste is going to hit my... No, I don't have a basic, right? So I think I just have to wasteland the wasteland. And then if I have to force... Like, what's the percentage chance that the thing they throw down here can be spell pierced? 50-50? Maybe a little bit higher. Feels like with the force draw, this makes sense. Oh, it is mono white. What? Okay. I am so confused now. They just wanted to... They didn't have a white card? What? Wait, what gets you what gets you to here? Oh, I definitely... I don't know. What? Okay, so it is mono white. They just played the wrong land, maybe? Yeah, it's possible. They didn't have white mana. I guess it's theoretically possible. I think I'm in a bad spot, to be perfectly frank. Unless they just brick here on the top. I would have... I guess if I thought my opponent was mono white, I would have countered Mana Crypt. Then they would have resolved Vexing Bauble. And they wouldn't have many lands. Fantastic. Okay. We have no basics in our deck for this Archon of Emeria. So I think we're just fetching out a Meticulous Archive and trying to hit more lands, or the Hedge Maze, I guess is what it's called. Okay. I mean, I have to take every land, right? I can't put any back. I mean, if we get to the point where we resolve an oof, we'll just draw Ancient Tomb, I guess. We technically can still daze a Seasoned Engineer here, so it's not great for us, but it's something we can do. One flip again. Problem is, like, if they just draw all 3 drops, or if they draw any lands, the daze gets turned off. Okay, that is very aggressive. But I guess I can't hop my frog. So we're gonna die. Also can't turn on Revolt. Oh, I mean, the downside is getting wastelanded, but you're right. But because there's a 5 in the air. 2. I don't think we have outs here. This game would have been a little interesting if I had forced Mana Crypt, huh? Because then they would have played Vexing Bauble and I still would have wasteland them, but they wouldn't have been able to play any of their spells. So maybe I just I could have won this game if I had forced the Mana Crypt, right? I guess we could theoretically draw Skimmer. Like if we draw another Skimmer, we take 5 and then we have a double block. So I don't think we're dead. Green and blue for a Skimmer. I think it makes sense to play the Conqueror there against, like, theoretical... I guess if it's Oath, they're just dead anyways. But against theoretical Bug... Because it's not Oath, because there's Lurrus, so... I think I would play it. Makes sense. I have to draw exactly Skimmer number 2, right? I don't believe there's an... Oh, I guess I could... No, I can't daze my own spell because of Archon. It has to be Skimmer number 2. They also haven't lost any Mana Crypt flips. Is that true? I'm jealous. That works. I have to kill the Conqueror because I need to be able to frog and jump. Which would be really good if my opponent had lost any Mana Crypt flips, but it's really bad because my opponent hasn't, and they can just play a spell after. And I can't daze it. Yes, I should have played the Sapphire. Agreed. Should have done that. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to hold it for Psychic Frog. I could see the line either way. I can't really daze anything anyways because I would need to be able to... Oh, I guess if I played the Sapphire, then I would turn on my daze. No, I can't daze because I'm Bowmastering, so... I think the problem here is it's going to work, but then they're going to play another creature and I'm going to lose, right? Because I can't kill the stupid Archon. I have to kill the Clarion Conqueror. They also just ripped a Peacekeeper land off the top. I can daze it, but then I die, right? If I can play 2 spells, no. Okay, I think I'd just die then. Man, Archon of Emiria is not a fair Magic card, huh? Okay, I'll concede. Yeah, this game. Oh, holy shit. This game was really. I didn't give my opponent the credit to that they could be playing mono white initiative, and if they had been, I would have forced their mana crypt, and I think this game would have actually been very winnable. But I let the mana crypt go because I am dangerous, and I lost because of it. The good news is I have 6 removal spells to board in. How the hell did we do that? Vigor. What am I taking out on the play, though? Because I can't really cut that many blue cards, right? Maybe that's why we don't have as many removals. 24. Like, oof is kind of good, right? Well, it wouldn't be I mean, it would buy me a turn, yes, but I mean, it's not getting me out. I don't understand how I'm going to board for this. I feel like I take out the delve spells on the play because I want to have. I can only take out so many blue cards. Like on the draw, I can take out the spell pierces. This is kind of a mess. I don't really know. I think Bowmaster is actually fantastic against mono white. And people keep saying that it's not good, but it's like a loop with Lurrus that blocks forever and steals the initiative. I would not board out Bowmaster. I'm surprised that people don't think Bowmaster is good against mono white. You're not the first person who said that recently. Maybe I'll take out 1 spell pierce in 1 days. 21 blue cards? Jesus. Like, I just think Collector Roof on the play is good, though. Maybe it's not. Maybe Oof is worse. I don't know. Kind of depends on what mana they have. Like, if they have Ancient Tomb, it's not very good. But if they don't have Ancient Tomb, it's good. I don't really know. I added extra 2 removal spells to this, so it's tough to gauge exactly how we're supposed to be boarding. I mean, the good news is on the draw here, we'll get rid of these spell pierces. The bad news is I probably still need to put some blue cards back into the deck. Would I end up on 21? Because I still want to be able to counter their stuff. My opponent is definitely double queuing. All right. I've got... Sure. I don't have a basic to search up. It's kind of annoying. Oh my god, I'm getting Chancellored. That's unfortunate. I think you have to go off of Wasteland so that I don't get my sea wastelanded here. Maybe this is just terrible. Am I allowed to mulligan this hand? Feels like that would be tough. My opponent is almost caught up to me. I think we might just be dead. I do think this deck has some problems versus mono white, which is why I really wouldn't play it on Magic Online right now. But they just play a turn 1 Archon again. Caracas, Sapphire, weird sequencing. All right. Well, the good news is I can cast Bowmaster, and then hopefully Virtue's Ruin the board, take the initiative, and keep it. We'll see. Frog. I guess I would rather play Frog. Is there any reason I wouldn't play Frog instead? I just have to hope I don't get wastelanded, though. They went down Forge. If I get wastelanded, I think I just lose, don't I? Hopefully they just like, oh god, if they play Anointed Peacekeeper, I lose. I don't know about this Virtue's Ruin. Maybe Not Me scammed me. Seems uncastable. Though I guess Knight of Infamy is definitely not winning here, so. That was the other card I was thinking about. What do you got? Clarion Conqueror. Do I pitch? I guess I pitch my Skimmer now and then hold the rest. Luckily, I have this Wasteland to cast it. Maybe I'm just supposed to hold the Skimmer in case I draw Force of Will off of my Frog attack. Maybe I am supposed to just hold it. Because I'm gonna free it anyways. I was thinking like in some case like I don't get to cast Virtue's Ruin or something, then I want to be able to pitch it now, but like I don't think that matters. So I should have held it in case I draw a Force blue card. So I have a blue card for Force. So that was bad. Okay. I can just play the Trop. And then I can cast Virtue's Ruin. Destroy all white creatures. And then I can attack. Steal the initiative. I still have a Lurrus back pocket as well. See, Oof here is like really good, right? So there are definitely games where Oof is good. All right, I have no basic to search. I have another Frog. Like they just play like another initiative creature. It's not great for me. But if they don't have a good follow-up, then it's okay. Because they do have Caracas. I can just wasteland it though for Lurrus. It was a good Virtue's Run. They have another Seasoned Dungeoneer. Oh, they have a Witch Enchanter. Okay, that's fine. That is like the most fine. Should have floated, but doesn't really matter. Another Plains. Okay. All right, so am I going down Forge Trap or Lost Well Stash? I think I'm going down Lost Well Stash. I don't think I'm going down Forge Trap here. Delta and C. Pretty sure we do want Delta. So what I'll do is I'll play Delta and attack, and then play Frog and pass. I have 2 blockers for the Witch Enchanter. If they want to block here to stop me from drawing a card, I think that's fine. And then we'll be able to stash into like a Lurrus maybe. Though I guess we have to Wasteland still, so maybe not. Days. That is not a very good Magic card here, is it? guess it pitches the frog. White, white, white? Question mark? Usually you go this way. Wow. Okay. They get the initiative back. They go down trap. They go to 9. They can't attack. I do have to hop to get through. Definitely getting another underground sea. Playing a Bowmaster. I do have 6 mana, but they have the Caracas open. So it's probably just hop a frog. A skimmer. Okay, that's sick, isn't it? I just go green, blue, skimmer, hop a frog. So yeah, hop a frog, get in there. Okay. I mean, I could just do that and then buy Lurrus and Wasteland later. It's fine. But yeah, I could always make him. I don't know. I get a Sapphire back. It's like kind of not great. Oh, I thought I had Lotus. No, I had a Sapphire. All right, so on the draw here, these Spell Pierces are terrible. So we'll take the Spell Pierces out. But, like, what are we bringing even in? Like, if we bring in Oofs, right? And then another blue card. Like, maybe they bring in Swords after this, so we bring in Mental Misstep. Then we're on 3, 6, 8, 12, 15, 19. Which is not very good. Oh, I don't think Vigor is remotely good here. I would basically never bring it in. I don't know what you're trying to do with Vigor in this matchup. It's a free spell, so I could get countered by Void Mirror? Is that the plan? Oof's a creature that attacks. And comes back with Lurrus. Yeah, I don't think that's a very good plan. I would not be playing Vigor to attack my opponent's mana in mono white. Especially with them on 4 Void Mirrors. Maybe I'll play this Treasure Cruise. Extra blue card. Oh, I like Oof more than Vigor, though. I think Oof actually does something where Vigor doesn't do anything. I'm not saying it's good. I'd rather have another viable blue card there, but there kind of aren't very many left. Pretty worried about being on the draw here. I don't think shutting off our Lurrus Lotus matters. That doesn't seem like something that would factor into the equation at all. Yeah. Where are our removal spells, though, right? We brought in, what, 2 Dismember? We have 3 Fatal Push. That's not the right deck. 2 Dismember, 3 Fatal Push, a Snuff Out. Yo, what up? I'm really happy that I swapped in this Treasure Cruise, because this would have been a lot worse to pitch Frog. So that was a good swap. Immediately paying off. Still think we're gonna, like, randomly die, though. Our hand isn't really equipped to deal with any kind of good draw from them. Imagine if the Shaman was an oof and could have been a Vigor. That would be terrible. What? The Shaman is definitely better. No, why am I? Stop it. Go away, Steam. I'm not playing you right now. No, great. Thank you. All right, they do have a Chancellor, sadly. They have Planes Go. I kind of want to strip mine it. All right, I think I'm supposed to strip mine this. Maybe I'm getting baited or something. I don't know. Oof is still like a two. I understand what you're saying. I just don't think I agree. Oh god, they have Ancient Tomb, so they can go Ancient Tomb Dragon uncounterably. I guess I got baited by the strip mine, didn't I? There's no way you like. I guess they were playing around Wasteland. Okay, I guess I played terribly. It's my fault. Um. I guess I played terribly there. I should just have played my fetch land and passed or something. Okay, so if I can't be countered, do I want to? I mean, it's still on Dragon. Dragon's really minor. It does mean that my Deathrite Shaman is turned off, though. Vigor would do nothing because they have no artifacts. Okay. I'm gonna get a Hedge Maze, and I don't think I want that, but I can get it back with Lurrus later. There's a Skimmer. So now I have to play Deathrite Shaman. I just have no removal spells, huh? I mean, the good news is I do have double counter spell, so as long as they don't have like second Cavern on human or cleric or whatever, it should be fine. It's a 3/3 flyer. We can eventually deal with it. What a weird games. What a weird games. Those are words for sure. So I have to play this thing so I can trigger that thing and pay it. Obviously, this does nothing right now because it's a creature with activated abilities. But if we remove it, then it'll be good. I feel like I got baited. They played well, but it's not really getting baited, right? Because like they played Plains to play around Wasteland. But then if they wanted to go this play, then they always have to play into Wasteland, right? I don't know. They have second Cavern on human for Seasoned Dungeoneer. Ah, man. Ah, man. I don't know. This is so bad for me. Pretty sure we're just dead. Another days. I can't even cast Virtue's Ruin then. I have to play this frog. At least the frog block. Oh, it doesn't block. Oh my god. It's all over. I don't think Uncounterable Dragon is better than Uncounterable Dungeoneer. What? Yeah, I mean, it's a mess. Swords on my frog. No. I don't think Bowmaster does anything. I feel like I have to. I feel like my out is drawing removal spells, so. They just have another human? Whatever, man. I don't know. I have a bunch of removal spells in my deck and I haven't drawn any of them, right? So what am I supposed to do? I'm actually just dead on board. Yeah. I don't know. Like, my hand is just never beating this draw, right? Like, it's not like at any point I'd be able to wasteland this thing. I just have to have removal spells, and I don't have any removal spells. It feels really bad. But I can't mull my hand, right? I feel like I can't mull my hand. Like, they kept 7 on the play in game 3, and my hand was what? This was my hand? Like, I can't mulligan this hand, but I also just, like, I can't play Deathrite because they have a stupid Chancellor. I feel like their hand they can't keep against any other deck but me, but it's really good against me. I don't know why this crashed. Oh, I tried to rename it. That's my fault. Like, I'm not mulliganing this, right? Like, the only play I could have made differently, really, was on this first turn, just pass. I guess I should have, because I have Force for Ancient Tomb. I just thought, like, strip mining a basic was so good here, but maybe it was just a bait. If you have 2 caverns, don't you, like, lead cavern, though? If you want to go Ancient Tomb Dragon on the next turn? I don't know. Advancing my mana is good, though. And if their play was, like, Ancient Tomb anything, then we counter it. So I guess this is just bad. I thought this would make sense, but the problem is that this doesn't make sense because there's still a Chancellor, and I have no way to remove the Chancellor, right? So it was just bad. Do I win this game if I don't? I just, like, don't know what their play looks like if they go on this next turn. Like, if they go Ancient Tomb Dragon, then we just counter Dragon, and then we're untapping with the ability to play a 2-drop. So we play the Frog, and then maybe we get some hits in, and maybe we're okay. They still go, like, Ancient. They still go Cavern on Human and just double Seasoned Dungeoneer us and kill us because we don't have removal, though. So it doesn't really help. All right, on to round 4. Got a cat. So we played against Jewel Mono White. Here we're up against a Lurrus Mirror, so at least we'll have some good fair magic. Though my hand sucks, honestly. Probably Lurrus PO. So the vigor is, like, okay, but it's not great. I have to mulligan this. All right, well, I'm gonna keep this hand and hope it all works out in the end. I got Force Ancestral Wasteland and Shaman. Oof. All right, well, the jig is up. They can now fetch a basic. Unless they don't have a fetch. All right, so they fetch basic island, unless they're playing the Unlucky Monkey list. I would love to daze that, but I can't. I can't wasteland them. And I drew Misstep after. Okay, well, not a great start. Especially when they're just going to jam a stock up here. Or a trainer or whatever. Yep. I think we're dead. I'm not gonna mulligan again though. It's like an acceptable 6 in my range. I really don't like playing the bug deck. Oh, they're out of basics now, though I probably need to keep this Wasteland around to cast my spells. Yep. It's really bad. It's very bad. It's not like our Ancestral gets us to come back either. Like, Ancestral from their side of the table would help them come back because they can, like, get Mox in and go off, right? But from our side of the table, it's hard to use the spells you draw off Ancestral. They only have 5 cards in hand, though. They found Misstep off of their trainer. So my Misstep... So they have Misstep for my Ancestral. That's pretty funny. They also have Misstep for my Deathrite Shaman. I do have it covered, of course. They don't know that. That's the one card they don't know about. I mean, I still think this game is winnable, but it's going to be tough. Definitely need to rip land right now. Of course. Now we draw the Fatal Push against the deck that doesn't have creatures in it. A+. That's why I like having my removal spells be Flame of Anors. Though I guess I have been playing with swords recently. Not that Flame of Anor is very good here anyways. Put Lurrus into hand. Okay. What are they going to do? Fetch double Tundra? Alright. Gataxian Probe. Target you. Lurrus, Saga, Force, Flame, Mental Misstep. And we didn't draw a land. Okay. I guess we're dead. That's fun. That's a good time. So they're going to give me the opportunity to wasteland them off of Lurrus. But lets the Saga go, and I can't do that. I guess I'm going to get rid of this Collector Roof. If I had drawn a fetch land at any of the turns in this game, I think we'd be okay. We're going to take it nice and slow. PO, yeah. It's a pretty good one. Definitely not letting you do that. So now they can fetch, and I was gonna say they can fetch and play Lurrus, but I guess they don't want to. I don't know why. Fetch land? All right, fetch land. So I save this fetch to Fatal Push Lurrus? No, Lurrus doesn't matter right now. Do I hold open Spell Pierce so I don't get PO'd? I think I do hold open Spell Pierce Ancestral. Days stuff. All right, I'm definitely casting Ancestral here. They can hard cast Force, which would be okay for us. So if they want a PO, it's also okay for us. Definitely need... Why? All right, Ancestral target me. We'll start with a Mental Misstep. I have a Mental Misstep. Now what? I mean, now the PO is pretty good, though. I think if they force... I mean, I probably just can't force back it again. What'd they pitch? They pitched the PO. Okay. Okay, I will force back. Pitching Spell Pierce. They know about the days, so they have to pitch cast another force if they want to stop it. Oh, they drew a second PO? Okay, well, that's... I got baited, not smarted, I guess. Okay. We're dead. We are so very dead. Flusterstorm over the top. I think you... I guess just pitching hand size doesn't matter. Sure. Okay, yeah, I mean... Man, why play this Collect Roof deck when you can play Lurrus PO, which is somehow a better control deck? And also more powerful. Every time I play a match of Vintage and I'm not playing the Lurrus PO deck, I do think, what am I doing with my life? Because that deck is so much better. Get your Thunder Trap Trainer to hand size. Okay. Uh-huh. I'm a few cards behind my opponent. Small number. Can I play Mono Red Prison? I did recently, actually. You can go and watch the video. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. Thought our last round opponent was going to be on Mono Red PO. Or Mono Red Prison. But they were on Initiative. Yay. I'm so dead. All right. Let's just go to the next game, chat. I'm going to lose this game in another, like, 20 turns, so... How do we want to play against PO, which has got to have an extreme advantage against us here? Flusterstorm. For a push. Maybe we play a Spell Bomb instead of a push. I guess I want a 2 durable removal spell for Lurrus. All right, well, we don't even have cards for the matchup, so we kind of have to get ahead of our opponent. You know, turn 1 Deathrite Shaman, Wasteland Oof, make them not be able to play the game. It's not a bad looking hand. That's exactly the kind of hand we're looking for. Where were you? Beautiful little hand. Guess I would rather have an Underground Sea here. It's kind of hard to figure that out. Oh, I just wanted to play a deck that people aren't playing enough of. It's just very, very reasonable deck. It's not like it's actual bug. It's not like it's Oko Leovold bad cards. Like we're still playing Lurrus. Basic Plains Mana Vault. Man, they're playing my deck. They have Basic Plains. All right, Mana Vault it is. Very rude of my opponent. Need to hold the Mental Misstep for Swords to Plowshares, which my opponent will have 4 of. Another Wasteland. I mean, these eventually will be good. Oof, there it is. All right. Now what? Now where do we go from here? Swords. Misstep. Probably could have paid blue for that. Pyro backup for the misstep? Damn. I think this is fine. I would rather deploy Frog. Don't think they have any more Moxen anyways. Baseline this. Oh, I guess I don't get to play this Deathrite Shaman. It's kind of unfortunate. Pretty sure I'm trying to deploy Frog here, though. They have force. Okay. Pitching force. You can get it back with Lurrus later. And mana crypt by Lurrus. Didn't do much. Time walk. I don't know if I want to use. I think I just want to play a Deathrite. Attack. I'd probably just force Lurrus, I guess. Like, what else are they doing? They want to flip. All right, they just don't have any follow-up lands, but they don't have an oof in play. They drew another wasteland. So what I can do is I can time walk, use my 2 lands to buy Lurrus. It's not very good. So I think it's just buy Lurrus, attack for 2. So the lands are a resource right now. Can do that post-combat, but I'm lazy, so. Because I'm not stopping a Swords on a Deathrite Shaman no matter what. On F6. I'm not stopping a Swords on a Deathrite Shaman no matter. Yeah, I'm still not stopping a Swords on a Deathrite Shaman. All right. They have a Lurrus and 2 unknowns in hand. They've won another mana crypt flip. We have drawn a little too many wastelands against this hand. Emerald is pretty funny. I guess I have to hold this for PO now. All right, fetch land. Can't play Frog from my yard. But do I want to fetch a green land though? Probably. Let me hedge maze in case I hit a Mox. Because I want to be able to fetch a green land here, right? Oh, I guess I can just fetch Bayou. I forgot we have a Bayou. Never mind. If he has the third, if they have the 3rd swords, then I think I think we just let it go. What am I gonna do? Maybe he was trying to keep me off of. Oh, doesn't have any swords. Lost a flip. If they play their own Lurrus, I definitely am not doing anything about it. Okay, Lorien Revealed is going to get them the basic island here. That's really bad for me. I guess it could get them the Tundra if they want to play Lurrus, but they probably want to get basic so that it doesn't get wastelanded, and then they can have PO up, because I think PO is the way they get out of this game. I'm going to force. So if they have PO, Lurrus, Unknown plus land, there's basic island, and there's Ancestral. All right, well, I will force Ancestral. They have Lurrus and an Unknown, so this is where we draw Strip Mine off the top. Hedge Maze. I guess we play this in case we draw an oof. In case we mill an oof. Black Lotus. Frog. And attack. So I die to a PO here. Not much I could really do about it, though. I just kind of drew all wastelands, right? Freaking Justin deck building. Putting basics in the deck. Too good. I mean, if he has a PO, I think we lose. It's pretty likely to win from here. Stock up is less likely, but still pretty good. Oh, dress down. Cycle dress down. Wait. Mox Opal PO? I would never leave in Mox Opal in this matchup. You got to board out both Mox Opals in this matchup. That's unbelievable. No way. Oh, wait, it's Lurrus. It's Lurrus. It's Lurrus. No, it's fourth Airlingus. Unless you just made the wrong color mana and it's PO. Yeah, okay, just made the, okay. I mean, we kept in Mox Opal against 4 oof? Vigor? And then we drew it off dress down? I guess it's going to be an early day for me. Jeez. Getting my ass kicked. Oh, no, it's just Lurrus. Okay. And then they can't loop dress down right now because they don't have another island. I thought we were dead for sure. So I have them dead, right? I have a frog ups plus Deathrite Shaman. Doesn't kill them. Does make them block with Lurrus though. I pitch this. Pitch this. And then I replay it. And then I exile. And then I attack. Oh, did I just get rid of my lands? I probably, I don't know, it's fine. And I attack. I'm still going to be able to put them in range of Mana Crypt, right? I don't want them to be looping dress down, though, so I think I have to kill this. So I'm not in range of stopping them from dress downing. Great. That's really bad. I guess I am not supposed to activate in case they have Snapcaster Mage. I guess I'm supposed to activate. Okay. I don't think I played this very well, but it is what it is. So, did I have a land or something I could have held on an earlier turn? They have to win on this turn, but like a PO wins, and they clearly kept in Opal, so they clearly have POs to draw to. So I'm not actually sure if we're gonna win this. Like a stock up hits blue card, hits PO, a win. They probably have like 10 draws that win. Time walk that. So they do have fourth Airlingas. Okay. All right, so they have a Mana Crypt, a Mana Vault that they have to bounce, and a Mana Crypt they have to win the flip on. And they still don't have a lethal attack here. Please at least like do this Mana Crypt first. Oh. I would rather they have just done the Mana Crypt first. So we knew. They lost the flip. Okay, well. That was a weird game. That's the card I was looking for. All right, so if my opponent is leaving in opals against me, does that change anything? No. It doesn't change anything because I have all the same cards and they're all still good. I guess Snuff Out's probably better than Fatal Push. No, it's not. It doesn't kill Lurrus. Never mind. Okay. That was weird. We'll go to game 3. I almost lost that game. It was very close. Great. Why do all my hands look like this? I've had a lot of 7-card ancestral no land hands. Probably not. Sure. Which card goes on the bottom here? I wouldn't bring in Consign for Trainer or anything, no. I would rather just have access to my multicolor land. I fetched specifically Bayou last game because I wanted to have green and black, so... I think it's Spell Pierce because there's no point here that I'm going to be able to hold open Pierce. And this, like, theoretically gets me to a point where maybe I'm cruising in this game. Because, like, I'm going Deathrite Shaman and then Oof Wasteland. I mean, maybe they go basic again. It's kind of unlikely. Black Lotus. This makes me think they do have the 2 Fluster. But it could just be bluffing. I really don't hate negating early Lotuses, like stopping them from doing trainer stuff. I think there's like some merit to it. It's really bad against Fluster here, though. But I'm like pretty dead to Fluster at any point for any reason, right? It worked. They do have a Sapphire anyways. Time Walk. No, now we're almost assuredly going Deathrite because we're too far behind on mana. No follow-up. I guess that changes things. They have swords, but they have... Yeah, I mean, this is like half of the problem with basics is you have to have the fetches to get them. Wow, rip the land off the top. Not bad. Skimmer. Could be pretty good here. Though I guess it gets pyroblasted. Definitely want green, black here. Green, blue. I want to be able to eat with Deathrite, but I guess I'm probably not eating with Deathrite anytime soon. So I guess I'd rather have green, blue. So now what? Nothing. I feel like I'm gonna get pyroblasted. Oh. I see. Wasteland is so broken, man. I want to play the oof. Got the force. Pitching PO. I can bring that back with Lurrus later. Lotus lets me play Skimmer and make a mana here and draw a card. If it gets countered, I'll have enough mana to buy Lurrus at least. think that makes sense to me. I want green floating. True or false? I guess theoretically, if I draw a land, I can hardcast Vigor on Sapphire. If I float green. Gotta be from my yard this time. I guess I'll get blue. I draw a card. It's another skimmer. Cool. And now next turn I can eat a land and draw 2 cards. I guess if my opponent goes like Mana Crypt, stock up, it's pretty bad, but... Bobble. He looked at my top card, which is Force. All right, so I'm going to exile a Wasteland. I'm going to make black mana. I'm going to draw 2. Force and dig. I guess I can't do anything now with my black mana, so attack for 4 in the air. I think it makes making black there makes the most sense because it lets me play anything I draw. That's not a blue dig through time, I guess. Probe. Cost them 2 life. I only have 1 more land in my yard to eat. They hit their fetch. Are they gonna get Tundra? Are they do know my hand, so they know I have no more Wastelands in my hand. So they're gonna get Tundra. And they're gonna Swords the Deathrite, which I am going to let happen. 3 attacks. I think I'm just letting this happen. Delver. I mean, this game was just my opponent drew 2 non-fetches and I had 2 Wastelands, right? That was the whole game. Wasteland is such an absurd Magic card. Can't believe it exists. Oh, they ripped a Volk. Thundertrap Trainer. You got it. This game is not over. Swords. I think they have Flusterstorm as their other card, which is why one of the reasons I didn't force the swords on the thing. I'm gonna pitch the force that they know about. Interesting. That Bayou does not cast Dig Through Time. All right. Well, hopefully they like go for Flame of Anor and I force it and we win. Because if not, this could get dicey real quick. Hopefully they don't have like third Swords Fluster backup. Oh god, now they have Flame of Anor Fluster backup because they ripped land Mox. Oh no. I still win in 2 attacks. They have third swords? Alright, well. Nope. And they have Flame as their follow-up? Oh, stock up. Okay. That's pretty bad for them. They'd have to hit exactly like white mana 4th swords or something crazy. Because we negated Lotus, right? And Time Walks in the Yard. There's very few things that win from there. They should probably have stocked up first. Oh, I guess they can hit Pyroblast. Shit. They might have been able to stock up first to try to like have force backup instead. Yeah, they can go. Oh no, they're out of volcanics if they're on my list. They're out of volcanics. There's no third volcanic. We win. Oh, that's so sad. I've been thinking about adding a third volcanic to my PO deck because of this exact circumstance. They have not seen the there actually there is no new list yet, but this is an exact thing. I think there needs to be a third volcanic in my list. Does Maharu run a third volcanic? Maharu does not run a third volcanic. She does run one less pyro though. Man, that's brutal. That game I almost lost that game. I don't know if I was like, I could have theoretically protected my Deathrite Shaman, which would have drawn me an additional 2 cards. Maybe that was correct. I don't know. I didn't want to get like flusterstormed and kind of wanted to run skimmers to victory. Hard to say. All right, we're on to round 5 of the challenge. I have a cat. We're probably against mono white is what we're thinking here, which is really bad to be on the draw against. Our deck is just not very good against mono white is the problem. I did know that going into the event, but I figured I'd still wanted to just like show off the deck a little bit, but it is good against Jewel, which we did play against twice, so I'm gonna mulligan this hand. Guess I'm gonna keep this hand. The fact that Shelter by Ghost hits non-creatures is wild. I think I'm gonna get rid of this daze on the draw here and just keep my lands. My opponent is revealing Chancellors, it looks like, because we're both stopped with 6 cards. Yeah, there's a Chancellor in my opponent's opening hand. Hopefully it doesn't go too badly for us. Oh, okay, we're dead. That's a good 6. Pretty sure we're dead. Could have been worse. Could have been Archon. Mox? I need to draw Mox. Oh, I forgot about this. How did I do that? Whatever. I forgot about it because I cleared the stupid revealed zone. It doesn't matter. Can't remotely beat this. I can't even. I guess I can use Strip Mine to turn on Fetch Wasteland. We have another 3-drop. We just can't win, right? All right, cool. I mean, let's just go next game. This matchup looks completely unplayable. I don't think it's remotely reasonable. All right, well, the good news is I have 6 removal spells coming in. I don't remember what the hell we took out, though, because we have so many constraints. It's like that. Is that what we took out? Something like this. I mean, I could also bring in Consign on the play. It just feels like that's like way too many. I guess Consign's just always better than Pierce, right? All right, whatever. This is probably close enough. Well, we got Vintage there. My opponent had what? Mox Pearl, Mox Lotus, or sorry, Pearl, Lotus, Cavern, Chancellor. At least, I mean, we got to play the game because we didn't get turn 1 Archon, but we did still die, obviously. Yeah, of course. I think I'd only bring in Consign on the play, really, but it's fine on the play. I think we missed that the first time we played against Mono White, but it's okay. Yeah, I mean, if I knew I was signing up to play against Mono White, I probably would never register this deck, but I did it for the content, chat. The content. Yep. It's a keeper. All right, Chancellors. This time I'll get them. I kind of feel like Chancellor should be like out here somewhere, but I'm not a UI designer. What do I know? All right, no Chancellor this time. What do you got for me? 6-card keep, mono white. Can it? Jesus. Okay. I will force your Black Lotus. Mono white does make Black Lotus look really good, by the way. Like, obviously, Black Lotus normally looks good, but I would say of the decks that play Black Lotus, mono white might make it look the best. I don't actually think I want another land. Oh, God, now that's a tough choice. I guess it's not. I guess it's just always strip mine. All right, my bad. Should have seen this coming. Ribbit. All right, got 3-drop. Cavern 3-drop. Which one, though? Okay, we can get the initiative, but we have no basic. Does get them a planes. I wish we had a basic. That card's not very good here. I kind of want to just start by hopping and seeing what my other card draw is. Because I might not, if I hit like a land that changes things, a snuff out. That's pretty interesting too. And I have a Bowmaster to block if I want. I'll pass. See what they do. Just gonna snuff this out. I feel like blocking is also quite reasonable. Okay. Means we do not get to forge. They're going down the Lost Well. To bottom. Splashing this Bowmaster. Force. Do I want to just pay 2 mana and Dismember? Do I want to take a bunch of damage and Dismember? I think I just want to take a bunch of damage and Dismember. Could draw a land and play an oof. Not sure that's very good. Does the they didn't go down trap, so like the life total doesn't matter, right? I'm not pitching anything to make attacks bigger. Just trying to tempo. Yeah, all right. Well, we were playing around that the whole time. Do I pay 2? Still think I want to be able to draw a land and play oof, so I'm at 7. I've dealt myself 13 damage. What would I have drawn? Force for blue card? All right. I spent a lot of life there. I was so Phyrexian. Snuff out, dismember, mental misstep, fetch land. Tempo gaming. All right, now we get the win on the draw. That's a lot harder. It's a lot harder. Spell Pierce is definitely bad. I guess we'll bring Cruise back in. I don't know. These cards are all so bad. Let's just play it. Let's just play it as it is. Okay. I have a cat. I need another hand like that. I had all the good cards there. Oh, boy. Oh, no, chat. I think that's a mulligan. Heck, that is one of the worst Black Lotus hands I've ever seen in my life. Mulligan. Oh, no. These hands are so bad. Why can't my hand just be like Deathrite Shaman, Fatal Push? I just can't play the game. These hands have been so bad. I feel like when my deck does have the right mix of cards, it does feel pretty sick. But then there are just so many hands that look like this, and you're like, well, I can't play the game. Maybe my opponent's deck is even worse at playing the game. No Chancellor, no Moxen, getting wastelanded. Maybe my opponent's hand is even worse. What? The first hand was not remotely playable against anything. Oh, I have to fucking force this stupid bobble. Huh? What are you talking about? It was certainly not either of those things. it was certainly not either of those things. Especially because I'm definitely not resolving my Lotus. Like, my Lotus gets Chancellored or Archoned or Cleric. And we had the ETB land, so we didn't have a second color. Oh, boy. Ooh. Ooh. Should we time walk here? Or I kind of don't want to time walk here. Well, I mean, Lotus plays my Collector Roof. So it's not bad. I don't think I'm time walking though. Am I time walking? Fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? They draw Ancient Tomb and kill me. That's pretty bad, I guess. I lose my blue card, chat. What if they draw third Ancient Tomb and play a 3-drop that I can't counter? Chat likes risking it for the biscuit. Got 2 damage in, though. There are like 0 blue cards in our deck, chat. All right, next turn. We draw something helpful here. Oh, it's a blue card. This Fatal Push is not turned on. Fatal Push is so bad. Oh, man. Fatal Push is never turned... Oh, they had Cavern anyway. So their hand was Ancient Tomb, Witch, Cavern? Sheesh. Guess we're dead. Our deck needs a basic so bad. We could have searched like 6 basics in this game. I'm surprised they went for Archon. The fact that I had to force the stupid Vexing Bauble makes me extremely sad. Well, hopefully they don't have a second Cavern. They have a second Archon? Oh, they have a Dragon. All right, I will force your Dragon. Well, Fetch is going to take a little while to turn on. Deathrite Shaman. It's not a bad draw. It's quite a good draw, actually. I'm really surprised they Caverned Archon here. Archon is like a little past. It's still pretty good. Yeah, I should have initiative now, right? No, another. No! I think we're dead, chat, to Flyers. Our deck is not very good at beating mono white. That was kind of the concern. Also, I think Not Me scammed me because Virtue's Ruin is never remotely castable. I don't know if I've ever been in a position where I was even close to casting this Magic the Gathering card. We're losing. We are losing badly. We are losing very badly. What a shit deck. Okay, so I can fetch, hold priority, fatal push Archon, and then I can't play another spell anyways. No, I guess I can. I can play. I can. No, I don't have. I don't have the ability to make another mana. If I fetch, kill the Clarion Conqueror, I can't really take the initiative. I can't play another spell. I mean, I need to kill every single unit. So I think the only way I can win this game is if I fetch, kill the Clarion Conqueror, and then rip Virtue's Ruin off the top of the library, which might still kill me because I'm taking a bajillion in the air, but I think that's my only out. Should have played the Emerald. I did it again, chat. That's the second time I forgot to play the Moxen. So I could kill the Archon. I really need them to put it on the Conqueror. Oh well. I didn't play very well. Obvious. They have a seasoned engineer anyways. Nothing matters. Nothing fucking matters. All right. I'm dead. Cool. Yeah, nothing mattered. Nothing I did mattered. This deck is very bad against mono white, and that makes a lot of sense because you are not playing good cards. You are not playing fast cards. You don't have enough removal. Your removal is clunky. I like even tried to help by putting some Virtue's Ruins in the sideboard, but this matchup looks just extremely bad. Like you probably have to have. I don't even know if you can fix it. Like it's just conceptually at odds with what your opponent is doing. Which I did again. I knew that going into the tournament. I was like, there's gonna be a lot of mono white. I probably shouldn't play this deck, but I also want to just play something for content. So it's my own fault. My bad. All right, here we go. Sixth and final round with my deck. At least we are playing against someone who is not on mono white, and we have a collector roof. It's a keep. Should be a pretty easy games. My opponent is on like an all-in artifact combo deck. Collector roof just hoses it. It's basically Jewel, but with more blue cards. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Stop chatting. Do you have to like keep in negation against bug as the stupid like? I'm still tilted from the bug matchup. That's fine. Let's move on. Let's play this game. How do I like? when I play against the Jewel decks, I draw all the fatal pushes, and then when I play against the mono white decks, I draw none of the fatal pushes. What's up with that? So sad. Also, like, is fatal push even castable against mono white, chat? Like, even if we drew it, we could never cast it. I feel like it's all an elaborate ruse. Wait, what? What? Huh? Tundra? Lotus? All right. Oh, I let the Soul Ring go because I thought there'd be no follow-up and I could collect her oof after. I wasn't expecting the Lotus follow-up. We'll see what happens here. Scour for scrap, tutoring an artifact, and returning Lotus. You got it. So I guess this is maybe Tezzeret PO then? Or I guess it could just be that deck that Zero Mana was working on that's not the normal workshop deck. I forget what this had in it. This was it was no POs, 2 Scour for scraps. It's basically just Tez Vault Key combo. Portable Hole main is the white. I mean, as long as this collector roof resolves. What did they tutor for? Time Vault makes sense. Stock up, but I can't daze it. I guess I have to negate this. Don't want them to have Force of Will for my oof. So now their hand is Time Vault, 2 unknowns, and I have Wasteland Collector Roof. I drew the other the other Fatal Push. Sometimes you just got to accept that you run hot or you run cold. Sometimes you run yes, and sometimes you run no. All right. Attack for 3. Saka. I guess we have fatal pushes. Watch them like have a white land portable hole though. Skimmer. Is it dangerous to resolve Skimmer right now? I really want to. I feel like this is my turn to resolve Skimmer. Especially if they like end up making constructs, I can just fatal push getting the land out of my yard. I mean, if they do like, I don't even know, even have like a, I don't think they have the Talon Gates. They don't have a Talon Gates. They don't even have the mana to mix Saga tokens. I guess I don't have a black source. So I guess I'm eating a land from my yard and making a black, blue. This would be Bowmaster. This would be another Skimmer. Blue, I guess. I didn't. My deck doesn't have enough blue cards in it to cast Force of Will after I play the Skimmer. I am having trouble vibing. This is true statement. I have Volt and Key. And Tolarian. And Sink into Stupor. And Transmute Artifact for the... Oh my god, we lost! Of course they have Tolarian into Transmute Portable. I think this is the end of the day, chat. I think it's over. Oh, that's too funny, man. Only 0 mana can pull that one off. I don't know, like I can just not cash Skimmer, but like I have 2 draw steps, I have a 2/2 extra 2/2 flyer, like I got the GGs in chat. Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm gonna bring in Consign to Memory, and I'm gonna take out Fatal Push. I guess I'm gonna bring in this Flusterstorm as well. Maybe we'll take out. I don't know. Every card is good. Yeah. Run it back, I guess. Just things have not gone well. It's true. I played pretty badly though too. Like I know that my blue count isn't like amazing, right? But surely I'm supposed to like take the turn, play the Skimmer. It's actually pretty good. 24. It's actually not even bad. I don't know. Like obviously I want to hold up force there, but I also need to close the game out, put a clock in play, get my draw card engine in play, get another collector roof. You know, like there's. I drew 2 lands. That's not good. That is very bad for me. None of them are wastelands for the saga either. The scour just gets from the graveyard, right? So if there's like, if there's a Karn, then Karn is the only way to get a exiled Time Vault. So I have to cast both of these Deathrite Shaman so that I don't overdraw. Maybe that doesn't matter, but I don't really want to play a frog because I kind of need to have double force. Not that I have double force right now. I also have to beat construct tokens here. Might need a vigor. This is a matchup where vigor would actually be good. And I cut the vigors for Virtue's Ruins. That did nothing in the mono white matchup. I feel so stupid. I mean, I think I have to play a frog. Don't think this is getting much better for me. I have to beat double construct here. They can get Vexing Bauble, but at least I have Consigned to Memory. I mean, they have Vexing Bauble, right? Assuredly. I'm not sure double force is good anymore because my opponent went constructs. And I don't actually have an answer to constructs right now. Like, I have one answer in my deck. I have one Force of Vigor in my deck. We have not cast very many Demonic Tutors in this game. Do we have a Demonic Tutor? We do have a Demonic Tutor. Okay. I'm not gonna fetch around Needle here. I have 3 activated abilities, so if they want to needle my Delta, that's fine. I don't think Frog is a winning spot here. I guess I could just pitch a bunch. It's like impossible for me to pitch a bunch of cards to hand size, right? It just looks lost to me. I went for Opal. They still have 5 cards in hand. Portable hole. Nope. I could not. Urza's Saga is an activated ability. I could have consigned the thing that made it so it gave it the activated ability, but I didn't have a consigned memory in my hand. So no. I could have consigned the search trigger for Saga, but I don't think that's a very good use of my spell. This is just, everything is bad. Everything is really bad. I think I just take too much damage, right? It's my only way. I guess I could get like a Lurrus Bowmaster loop, but they have unblockable key, so like I could theoretically in a longer game get a oof and then get a Lurrus Bowmaster loop. I just drew another land. How many vegetables do I have left? 1? Maybe I'm just supposed to pitch my whole hand to block with Frog. If I draw Vigor, I'm probably in a great spot. Oh, did I just get rid of a land from my yard, so now I can't play Lurrus? I think this oof is like too late, right? Well, maybe it's not. Maybe I block once, buy Lurrus, play Lurrus and oof, and then block every turn with Deathrite Shaman. Okay, maybe I can get there still. We also exiled the portable hole, but they probably have more portable holes on the board. Vampiric Tutor. You got it. One more portable hole in the board. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to mill. No, I'd rather be able to Lurrus back a Deathrite Shaman, right? So I should definitely have. I have 1 fetch, right? I have 1 tropical. But I don't have a something to use my Deathrite Shaman, so I can't actually consign on this turn either. So if I had not played the Hedge Maze, I would have had an additional mana up. Or if I had used my fetch, but I wanted to see what my next card was. That's true. And that might be a good play. That's very true. I might need to be honest. I kind of feel like I'm going to have to. I think we discard the Trop so that we can still fetch the other Trop. We know we're drawing oof. We then go land, fetch, oof, Lurrus. I guess I can't bring back the Deathrite because I won't have another mana, right? I guess I could if I use this Deathrite to do it. So maybe that's worth it. I don't know if 1 life point matters. I also like don't want to draw another land. Maybe they just went for force. I feel like they went for Time Vault. Knowing 0 mana, there's like they go for Time Vault there every time. I'm not really sure like I lost game one because I made a wrong choice. Like I lost because of a choice I made, but I'm not really sure it was because like that was a wrong choice. What is your follow up? Blue Merchant's Will. All right, I guess assume this gets Force of Will, or maybe it gets like Scour to bring back Time Vault or something. Got Ancestral Recall. All right, so the good news here is I get in an attack with the frog. Gives me an extra card. Negation. And then I have Oof. I guess I don't have the ability to buy anything back with this Lurrus. So I don't have another land. Okay, no, I was definitely correct. I should have pitched the tropical and kept the fetch land so that I would have another land so I could buy back Deathrite Shaman this turn. I should not have read that. I should have just done the thing I was supposed to do. Okay. That's my fault. Sorry. My initial thought was correct. The 1 life point was definitely not worth the. Well, maybe it will be because maybe I'll go to 3. Yeah, okay, maybe it will be. We'll see. All right, I will force pitch force, and I'll be able to hard cast negation maybe. I can't really attack with both anymore. Maybe this is enough. Might be enough. They're going in. I mean, I'm gonna go to 2. And then wow, that's crazy good. So green, blue, Skimmer, Deathrite. Oh, I guess now I don't have negation up unless I draw a blue card. This time I drew a blue card, and then I get to attack with everyone. All right, yeah, this game looks good. Wow. I mean, it's pretty sick. I think it's less about Frog and more about how Collector Roof just destroys these decks, right? I guess I do have to double block now. Fine. I wasn't not gonna block with Oof anyways, right? So I die if this resolves. I guess I need to play around a possible Flusterstorm and just pitch cast. Gotta play around Mental Misstep as well. Maybe I should have left back Collector Roof. They can't attack here with both because if they do, I block, and then I pitch the Frog and hit for 8. I exiled both portable holes. This game was also super close. I almost died again. Ah! I did have hard cast negation after I drew my land. They're gonna attack with 1. Play this for my yard. Draw a card. I have all my lands in play. How much can I can do 4 in the air. If I attack all and he blocks here, sorry, if he blocks here, then I can go 2-4 double pitch. Okay, so I if I think my opponent has absolutely nothing, I can attack all and win. It would have to be swords that they chose to hold in their hand. Which doesn't make any sense. So exile 3 cards from my yard and attack all. I wanted to be having a flying attacker though. Maybe that's stupid. I don't know. I'm playing really. I'm trying to focus in, but I'm having a hard time, obviously. So I'm doing my best. All right, game 3. That was really close. It was pretty hard without the... normally this deck has 2 more Vigors in the sideboard, but I tried to play Virtue's Ruin because I thought the Vigors wouldn't really do anything, but I think the Vigors are actually really good in this matchup, which is... my opponent's got a kind of a bit of a brew. And these... yeah. It's just unfortunate. I kind of feel like I want this stupid Flusterstorm in my deck because they have these Scours and stuff. I just don't know what to take out. Days on the draw, maybe. That probably is good. Yeah, I guess Deathrite can do that. Sure. And then I miss out on a draw, don't I? Is that better than being able to draw an extra card? Because if you block with Skimmer, then you don't get the draw. Jumping the frog after recasting draws. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. One more time. Cat. Looks fine. Probably like don't even cast Deathrite on turn 1 because I need to hold open consign for nonsense. They mulliganed again. Mulligan again. They're on 5 now on the play. Five cards. keep, go. Second Deathrite. I'm just gonna hold open, consign. I can deploy these Deathrites later. Pretty sure I'm like hitting a mana crypt or something if they draw it. Saga Gaming. I can consign the ability for Saga to make mana. Probably not. Might have to consign the ability for Saga to make constructs though. Time walk. Yeah. I'm probably consigning this. I don't want to try to beat constructs from this spot. Blue black, I guess. Can't just let Saga Gaming beat me. They're forcing. Pitching stock up. All right, well. Nope. That's not happening. Ancient Tomb. Black Lotus. All right. Well, I guess I made the right call. Oof, there it is. I think Bug is playable if Mono White didn't exist as 30% of the metagame and only as a Lurrus deck. But as it currently stands with everybody playing Mono White, I would not recommend playing Bug. Are they gonna just needle Deathrite Shamans that are in my hand? Wasteland. It's reasonable. That's a crazy draw. It's like an actually absurd draw. Do you think they have Hold Breachers? Probably not. I should have gotten another black land. That was a mistake. I'm definitely just trying to end it. I don't think I'm playing around Hold Breacher. All right. I think this is over. Consigned to Memory, though, I think saved us here. That would have been a really rough Saga to deal with. We might have been able to beat the Saga, to be honest, with Lurrus and Frog and stuff, but I do think that Consign might have saved us some headaches. I don't need Wasteland. There's a lot of Spell Pierces. Another Frog. See, now I don't have double black activate because of that fetch that I did. Stupid Justin. Well, this game is over. So we just kind of beat up on decks that get Collector Roofed. So you can't consign the construct activation, Matos. You can consign the trigger to give the ability of the construct to the Saga. At the time in the last game, when they were able to give their Saga the ability to make constructs, I did not have a consign in my hand. No, it's okay. It's not exactly straightforward. I'm drunk and on drugs. I'm gonna go get drunk too. Sounds like a good idea. All right. So we went 3-3, which is fine. I'm sorry that I obviously crashed out there, but playing against Mono White and Jewel every round is very demoralizing. I don't think this deck can't beat Mono White, but it does seem like it has some trouble beating Mono White, and the way we lined up our hands against Mono White, we're not functional. And we did even lose to Jewel one of our 2 matches versus Jewel because we just died. Sometimes that happens. But yeah, I was crashing out a little bit, but we made it through the end. We got there, a nice 3-3 finish. We beat Lurrus PO and 2 artifact combo decks, which makes sense. And then we lost to 1 artifact combo deck and 2 mono white, which also makes sense. This deck still kind of struggles to always have the right collection of cards. You don't really have great draw engines. So if you don't have like your 2-drop draw engine already going, you can struggle to find the cards you need. I guess I didn't cast very many demonic tutors in this event, which is probably part of the reason why it felt so hard. I think if I had, like, I know we cast 1 demonic tutor for Collect Roof and instantly won the game, but if I had like the ability to maybe demonic tutor for push or vigor more often, then maybe would have been a better spot. We lost a couple games where we deployed a blue card creature and then immediately did not have the force of will needed to survive. Yeah, I don't know if we cast very many treasure cruisers or digs either. Maybe 1 or 2. We didn't have like it's not like this deck doesn't have a lot of blue cards. It actually has like 24 blue cards, but like we really want to deploy a blue card, and like because our blue cards are our draw engines, our creatures are our blue cards are our draw engines. We're highly incentivized to like play Skimmer or Frog out so that the next turn we draw a card. But if my hand is Force plus Skimmer or Force plus Frog, and I play Frog or Skimmer, and then on my draw step I draw a land, and on my Skimmer and Frog draw I draw a Fatal Push, and then I don't have Force up for when my opponent rips like whatever, what was it, Tolarian Academy transmute into a portable hole, then I lose the game. And it feels like, from my perspective, it's totally correct to just play the Frog or the Skimmer and get the draw engine going. But it does present that opportunity for you to lose, which I felt was really frustrating. Obviously, this is not the kind of deck that I enjoy playing, nor am I very good at playing. So obviously some of that comes through in the content, but it can't always be perfect content. I am not a perfect human, and sometimes it's going to be like that. Thank you for watching, though. More vintage content on this YouTube channel, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'll see you then.